Welcome, everyone, to Trend Micro Talks. I am your host, Erin Tomey, and today we're talking to Trend Micro Senior Director of Network Security Product Management, Russ Myers. Russ, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Aaron, thank you so much for having me. I've been like longtime fan of Trend. I've watched everyone. I was like, when are you going to call me? So I was super happy when you scheduled this.
Well, you are finally getting your time to shine. I'm sorry it took so long, but I didn't realize you were waiting for my call, but next time I'll call sooner. Next show. Well, Russ, I am very happy that I can finally have you on the show now that I know that. And I would love to just start with you sharing a bit about your role here at Trend Micro.
Yeah, currently the title, Network Security Product Management. I have three responsibilities right now. Of course, leading our Vision One network security approach. That's number one, working with the product team. I love it. I also lead an R&D team here in Austin, Texas. So some of the R&D engineers that are implementing that strategy, and I'm the site leader here in Austin as well. So a couple things rolled into that title. Yeah.
Yeah, they put you in charge of the whole building. And I imagine sometimes that feels like a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of yeah, and sometimes I wonder what were they thinking, but no, everything's going great. Yeah, it's all wonderful.
No, and the Austin office is beautiful. I've been there a few times. So you got a great site there. And I know, Russ, before you came over to the Austin office at Trend Micro, you were at Hewlett Packard or HP for about 14 years, with the latter half of that time focused on their Tipping Point business, which Trend Micro acquired in 2016. What was that transition like going from HP, which is a massive company, over to Trend Micro, which compared to HP is a bit smaller, but still in itself is quite a big organization?
Yeah, the transition. A couple things that I really remember very strongly about that transition. One of them, how fast Trend moved. I remember hearing about this. In fact, while I was at HP, strangely enough, I led a ecosystem integration with a product here at Trend. So I had known some folks at Trend, and suddenly there was an opportunity for this uh, divestiture from HP, acquisition by Trend Micro, and I was just stunned at how fast Trend moved at this. So it kind of like knocked me off my, just really, really fast. So that was one thing. Number two, one of the things that also really hit me, HP, big company, a lot of folks focused on a lot of things, and we had what was called at the time enterprise security products at HP. But HP did a lot of other things, a lot of great other business lines. At Trend, the focus was security, and I felt it right away. And I will never forget the first time I met the Trend team, and Eva was there. I was like, oh my goodness, I've never met the CEO of HP, but here's the CEO of Trend Micro, founder. And she just right away asks me a product question. And I was like, So it was just this super razor focus on security. I was just blown away by the speed and the focus. So.
Yeah, Eva is very incredible with her in-depth product knowledge. She is so involved with all of the products from the very beginning of the company. Obviously, it's not like she isn't familiar or doesn't have the background.
It hit me right away. First question was a product-focused question, and that stuck with me. Yeah.
So 7 years in now at Trend Micro in 2023, what have been a few highlights for you as a trender?
Yeah, so a couple things. You mentioned my title earlier, product manager. I know this is simple, so cliche. Please don't laugh. Your audience is all laughing and just so Russ, oh my gosh, so cliche. I love talking. There's just one thing I love is talking to our customers, hearing their security challenges, heading back into the room here. How do we solve these cybersecurity challenges for our customers? I just love it, and really fortunate that we have some amazing large enterprise customers that have serious challenges cybersecurity wise that need to be solved so they can run their business. And I kind of love that. Okay, so now that the cliche answer is done, it's 100% true. Folks that know me, I'm sure will vouch for that. The other one, I had this experience a few years back, and I really loved it. We occasionally do these strategy sessions. I call them a strategy session. And this one was hosted in Prague at a university. I think it was in 2018. It was sort of a theme of back to school, and host this with the executive team in Prague, talking about ideas and what's next for Trend. I love the just hands-on, getting in there, spending a week at a university, sort of in that environment and setting, and talking about our strategy for the coming years. It was just absolutely amazing. So really immersive, and just everybody's sharing in that forum. So it was great.
How much has the Tipping Point product evolved from when Trend Micro first acquired it?
Yeah, this kind of comes back to, so the product has, of course, evolved immensely over the past 7 years. One of the things that we're really looking to do is focus this on as not a piece of network infrastructure, but as a security product, right? How do we connect this to security teams and bring the power of this network security control and put it in the hands of what the challenges of security operations centers have today. To do that, Tipping Point, prior to the acquisition by Trend, was largely a standalone product, worked on its own. Best of breed, of course, was a leader in its particular space. The thing that we were able to do by bringing this to Trend is really connect it to a broader ecosystem. It was one of the reasons that partnership I mentioned earlier was so important at the time, and it's really exploded into connecting this into our Vision One platform and solving broader security goals as part of an ecosystem rather as a point product that, again, best in breed, but hey, there's a bigger picture here that we can contribute to solving some bigger problems versus point solutions. So that's probably maybe the biggest thing that I've seen. Of course, networks have gotten faster. We've increased speed and capabilities. Cyber threats are constantly moving, so we're increasing our ability to respond to those. But connecting that ecosystem and to security teams is at the top of the list.
So, Russ, based on how we started the show about you being such a big fan, I think you missed one of your highlights at Trend Micro, which I think is now today, adding this interview to the list. So I hope that next time we have, one of these calls, this will be top of the list to mention, of course, of 7 years.
I will put it is at the list now. Yeah, this interview is now surpassed everything else. Yeah, this is at the top of the list for sure. That's why I'm so happy that you reached out, Aaron. Yeah, I really appreciate that. So thank you. Hey, I was thinking maybe Aaron, maybe if I could be so bold during the interview, we should do you ever do encore presentations? Is there a chance for, a redo, part two, next, I have to wait 7 more years.
Russ, I always love our conversations. I always get a few laughs from our conversations, but you're also a super, super nice guy. You're very knowledgeable about your product, and the Trend Micro team is very happy that you came over with Tipping Point. And I'm really glad that we could do this interview today and get it on your highlight list. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you.